allows the plant to absorb more of the fertilizer that's applied compared to fertilizer that has the same chemical ingredients but without the biological component. So plant roots can access more nutrients because of bacteria like rhizobia and fungi like mycorrhizae, which are fascinating. And I almost did, but I didn't include a video of mycorrhizae in this presentation. But I encourage all of you to Google it, because there are videos of mycorrhizal fungi growing from the root through the soil, and you can see it just like going after the nutrients. And the mycorrhizae have been shown repeatedly to increase the reach of a plant's roots over 10-fold. The plants can pick up nutrients from like 10 meters away, and there's no way that they could do that with their own roots. But the fungi get the root, or get the nutrients and deliver the nutrients to the root, and the root says, "Thank you very much, have some sugar," because that's what plants make, and that's what fungi like. And so it's a beautiful symbiosis between plants and fungus, and it's another thing that in a soil that has declining organic matter, low soil carbon, fungi don't grow. And if you think about it, like a really hard, dry, hard-packed soil, you don't see mushrooms sprouting up in that soil. And those are just the tip of the iceberg, like the reproductive body of the much larger fungus living underground. So if you don't see any mushrooms ever, it's a sign that there's not a healthy fungal population in that soil. And not just mycorrhizae don't have mushrooms, but it's still statement I stand by. So biofertilizers feed the plants and make them grow bigger, and makes them more nutritious, because like I went over before, if a plant isn't fertilized with the whole spectrum of nutrients, the plant's not going to be able to pull those nutrients into its body, and it's going to be stressed and not all that it could be. And this applies equally to a home garden as it does to a 10,000 hectare dairy farm. I mean, the principles are the same. Plants are the same. And as much as I love organic nutrients, organic fertilizers, scientifically, plants can't tell the difference between artificial nitrogen and naturally derived nitrogen. They react exactly the same to both, but organic fertilizers are more efficient, and especially fertilizers like this that have a natural time release kind of effect. It makes it so that the nutrients stay in the system around the roots longer, whereas conventional fertilizers wash out faster. But in like a lab setting, if you were giving the same, like two exact same, like twin plants, organic nutrients, inorganic nutrients, everything being equal, those plants would be exactly the same. Except for the biological component is what makes everything different in organics and with this fertilizer. So by holding the fertilizer in the soil system longer, that keeps it from running off into waterways or leaching into groundwater. And it also, by promoting microbial life in the soil and contributing some organic matter that's in the fertilizer, that makes soils more drought resilient. Just having abundant, thriving life in the soil, and you can tell it, like just instinctively, like when you pick up, rich, dark garden soil and crush it in your hands, that there's that earthy, just unmistakable smell. But if you pick up, hard clay out of a maize field that's been, just plowed to smithereens, you don't smell that at all. It just smells like concrete. And so the longer the fertilizers can stay near the plant roots, the better it is for everyone. The more efficient it is economically.
When we put this organic, packaged, created fertilizer on the soil, is it as alive as when it started because of the packaging and the travel with all these microorganisms? Are they in it, or are they attracted
Yes.
because of the ingredient?
They are in it, and like sea monkeys. If you guys had sea monkeys here, I don't know. Just add water, and they grow and multiply. So they're alive in there, even though that's a seemingly dry powder. There is still some moisture in it, and the microbes have this amazing ability to go dormant, and it's what they do in the middle of like a drought in summer. They'll still be there, and they'll be dormant, hibernating, and then when they get enough water, then they come back to life and they reproduce, and the microbes are in there, and the microbes are in a healthy soil to start with. But there's certainly no downside to adding the New Zealand sourced beneficial microbes that are in these to any soil, no matter how healthy it is. Like the more diverse the population of beneficial microbes in the soil, the better it is for everything, for the environment, for production, for